Challenge number 22. Let's have a look. This one is about passing some information on the text as well. If we look at the input data set, we have 367 rows. We have a lot of information. And yeah, just by looking at V3, that's probably come from some kind of API. So it's like a almost URL format. What we have a multiple rows in between. Okay, let's pick the easier one. So you have some kind of component slash component slash component, etc. So when I first attempted it, I do think I used backslash to handle the stuff. Among those things, we're looking for the tutorials, anything that's follow the ATM2. That's the excuse me, that's the text where the information, sorry, the amount we're looking for. So in this case, ATM2, it's probably 188, ATM2, 1499. Probably zooming a bit. So this one. Those guys are behind ATM2. Let's see how we can handle those things. Let's probably do a little bit slightly longer way. Uh, to me, it's always regex, but longer way. Let's see how good we can get. Because we have a lot of rows, there's no indicator first. Probably good habit just to drag a record ID. What we have, everything we have a backslash is probably it's the kind of URL. We can split things up. So we're going to split by backslash. Now we do not know how many columns to do. Because we have a record ID in front, we may well just select split two rows. Let's see the results of it. So input, probably need to select a column. So in field one, we need to select field one, run again. So field one, we have probably see the field two. Field two, we're gonna have probably one backslash, two backslash, three, four, five. So we have five backslash in there, so it's gonna split into probably 6 rows. Open up to see the results column. So that's row number 2. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 6 rows. Now, because we know the things we're interested in, okay, there's a backslash within ATMs, so that splits things up. Yeah, make life easier for us. Now, we know we're looking for the things that has ATM2. Our goals is filter. So we're looking for anything that contains ATM2. Yeah, the others should be fine because we filtered out. So ATM2 looks pretty good. Everything follow the particular format. So you have ATM2, then dot. Yeah, after dot, you have a digits. Let's zoom in. Maybe be careful a little bit with the decimal points involved. That should be fine. So we can do regex. So in the field one regex, we try to capture anything. You have ATM2, we have a dot. Dot is a special character, so escape the dot. Then you have whatever the digits. So probably in the bracket, whatever digits, or we go to may have a decimal point, special character. So we need to escape the decimal point. We have a multiple character. Those guys we need to capture. Then everything finish with a square bracket. That's a special character as well. So let's close. Let's probably just copy and paste to see what that does. Regex. Let me just have it again. We're looking for ATM2. We have a special dots. We need to escape. Then we try to capture things. We try to capture digits, D, or a special the keyboard. Special dot. Then we may have a multiple characters. We need to just wrap up with final bracket. Okay. The thing we're interested is after the first dot. that will be able to handle the capture. Yeah, looks good. Let's get back to Alteryx. We'll try to pass out the information. Case sensitive, we need to wrap capture group on the bracket. On bracket. What's the calling code? Some dollar amount. It's double. We need to change the data type later. So dollar amount. Let's just call it amount. What do they have? Dollar amount? Yeah. Summation we can do is after see. Hopefully all this format is nice, so maybe able to cast as a double straight away. Okay, good. We have no warning message, so everything follows the nice format. We're getting our number out. For each field, we do have multiple entry for a single record ID. That's what summarize is coming for. So for each count, we're looking for group by record. We want to sum up the dollar ID. Now, let's do a join just to quick check with my join field. So this should be the true answer to the left, the answer to the right. We get 367 rows. That's good. So row number should be our record ID. We're gonna check our dollar amount. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. So you can do additional formula, say a formula on the difference of the twos and sum those. If it's non-zero, go back, filter out non-zero ones to see. But just by inspection on the view, I guess everything match up as it should be. So that will be the quick way, a standard way to do it. Now the next, let's try the regex a bit greedy, but we'll see how good marriage. Because you have a multiple field within the term, so you may want to capture multiple times. Let's just copy that. We're gonna do regex. We have a multiple capture group, ATM2, ATM2. So each row is captured as it should be. Because we don't have a specific, so we can even do a backslash in front of ATM. We know it's always going to be there. It's a special character, escape that backslash. Then we can have dot star, dot star. This is a greedy, so we need to make sure we don't go that greedy. So we need a question mark on our capture group to go less greedy. Everything, so we need to go less greedy. We need to go for, oh, the dot star a bit too greedy, I guess. Is this good? Dot star, match every single thing. The first dot star is just handle every single thing to start up with. The curly bracket, I should be able to handle every time first time you catch it. The thing got to be worried is because the give term formatting, it go very greedy. It try to finish on the last time you match it. So we do not want to have a want every time you have something match it. So looks the question mark in end to prevent the whole thing to go greedy to the very last of the entry. Seems to capture what we wanted. Control A, Control C. Go back to field. Let's try. So think maybe we can do a tokenized split into rows maybe. So my intention is every time I go through each record, every time you see this token is split rows with a catch group on it. Does that come out of it? Yeah. So the first row, if we look at it, it's maybe below. I think that's the first row entry. Yeah. So it's try to do. Let me remove that. Let me remove everything else. What regex token lights try to do, we try to prevent being greedy. They look in the match terms. So for us, first time, they go to ATM2, recognize, okay, that's the pattern we have. Then they capture the matching field. Then it split everything else to the rest row. Then it just runs repeat. Notice, oh, there's a second time we match it, capture a group, split, and we get the third row. So we give a $39, 39, 32, and $19 for the first row. If we go select the fields, 39, 32, the $19 for the first row. Once you get that, that's the same as before. A summarize you can do for the final results. Just quick check. Yes. Ooh, may not be correct. That's 1271. That's 12. Sorry, 1127. That's 1121. There may be a row missing. Let's just learn a little bit which things are missing. So with a record ID, tokenize is split everything into a string field. We need to change the data type. So field one is a dollar amount. So it's double dollar amount. We want to aggregate the dollar amount. We want to sum it. You get 367. The row count is right, but I'm more worried one of the field may be incorrect amount. So record ID number that should join up. Everything is joining up. We're gonna do a little bit formula difference. We can check what's wrong with our formula. Because we have, can see different numbers. I want to have a look which field that has the inconsistency. That's quite a diff. So this is the data quality check step you can do. So sum amount minus the right sum amount. Look at the difference. Let's say double. We want to filter out anything that's non-zero. Does not equal to 0. Everything is fine. So we have two fields that's handled issue. So you have enough field we need to handle. There's two number that's missing up. Okay. Let's learn how to check our data qualities. So from those guys, we can see we have 217, 351, 217 record ID. I think it's digit 217, 371. What's the number? 217, 351, 351, 143, 351, 143, 351, 143. Let's select those guys to check our regex failure. Ooh, there's a dot 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 here. So the string field is too long. It's not captured. Probably the date format issue. That's fine. We'll add a browser tool on it, so we make sure we get a all field. Da, 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 da. Let's see why this is not captured. Ah, it's the closing bracket that's missing. So those ones missing the bracket, those are missing the bracket. That's why it's not capturing the last number, which it should catch. ATM2. So let me check. 143, that's the record number. Let's get rid of 2 and 7. Let's get 351. The pattern matchup. Yes, is missing a close number. V3, what's wrong with the V3? ATM1, 2. You have. Mhm. Turns out the thing didn't match is just that little closing bracket. So you can compare the difference on top. You have a closing square bracket. Those guys does not have a closing bracket. Da, 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 da. In that case, let's probably just say we might or might not have that closing bracket. So that matching all the strings, that seems to capture all the missing field. Try again with the formula. So those are things, because checking the data quality, in practice, the way I would do it, I would probably still preserve the existing workflow and either select those rows, go back to the data provider to say, okay, why do you have the missing entry? Depends on how often it is. At the moment, we have 367 rows. 3 of those does not match. So you have less than 1%. Maybe easier in this case, go back to data quality, data provider to ensure that the structure follow pattern. Or you can add in the condition the question mark just to make hopefully that will handle three. Yeah, 1127. The diff, everything is good. So everything is pretty much match up. The only non-zero is just the running errors in the backend for the engine calculation. Yeah, so the regex, once you can do it, it's quite robust. The upside, regex is compact. You can get your answer out. The downside is handle this workflow to somewhere else. It's not going to be the easiest to read this straight away. Even for myself, if I come back later, I'll probably need some comment to remind me what the reason of selecting each of those is. And you need to probably do a bit more documentation for these steps. Good. And so that's that for this challenge. Thanks for watching.